Hello and thank you for pressing play. Welcome to A Beer with Bear or any other beverage. This is episode 83. This is a two-part holiday hangout with Rocka and friends. That's right, with Santa hats on and cold drinks in our hands, we had a panel of past guests as well as new ones, featuring some very talented musicians in the psychobilly world. We had Dax Dragster of the Godless Wicked Creeps, Vlad Urban from Os Catalepticos and the 66 Sinners, Ryan Miles from the Graveyard Kings, Hanna Hush, Panu, aka Rocka, and last but not least, Peter Sandorff from Hola Ghost and formerly of the Nekromantix. We spent the first half of the episode discussing Rocka's recently released album, Nightmare Reborn, which each one of these artists collaborated and duetted on. In the second half, we discussed Christmas traditions and how they are celebrated in their cultures and personal lives. They were all in different time zones and countries, and we had some technical issues here and there, but this was such a blast. I feel so honored to have been able to put on this episode with so many artists I am a fan of. Special thanks to Panu for helping me put this together, and I hope we could do something like this every holiday season. Merry Christmas, folks. Beer with Bear is available to listen to where podcasts are heard. Spotify, iTunes, just to name a few, Libsyn, and SoundCloud.com. If you like what you hear, please support the show and the artists to come on by hitting subscribe, leave a rating, write a positive review, and tell your friends. While you're at, don't forget to like us on Facebook at Beer with Bear Pod, Twitter at Beer with Bear, and Instagram at Beer with Bear Podcast. That's right, due to some technical issues, we are no longer using the Beer with Bear Pod handle. The account's still up, but you want to follow us at Beer with Bear Podcast. There with the other socials, you'll find pictures, updates for upcoming episodes, and it's also the best way to contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Theme music by Chris Helking, graphic design by Jeremy Fletcher, mixing and post-production by Ryan Miles. Thank you very much and enjoy. We are recording. All right, now we are recording. Wow, look at this panel. I can't believe what I'm doing. I can't believe this. All these legends. Hanna, I'm meeting you for the first time. I'm excited too. Panu, welcome back. This is the Beer with Bear Christmas / Rocka Universe episode. That's what I call this. Everyone in here is part of the Rocka universe. You know, we're trying to come up with a name for it, the MCU, the DCU, but we haven't figured it out. Maybe we'll by the end of the episode. So, first things first, I'm going to start from my right, according to the screen, with Hanna. Go ahead and introduce yourself, where you're at, what time it is, and what you did in this album.
So I'm Hanna Hush, and I'm from Finland, in Vantaa, near the airport. I live here, and I was duetting in the song called Voodoo Queen with Panu, and also I was kind of mental friend. How would you say that? Like going through this album, and because I was making the album just previously, so we had the same things going on. So he was supporting me, and I was supporting him in this album.
Emotional support, I guess you would say. So
yeah.
You know, giving Panu the pat in the back. It's okay. AI is not going to come for you. Yeah, that's an ongoing thing with the show, Panu and AI. Like, well, we have chats, and he's like, I'll troll him and send him AI information. And he's like, it makes me sick. And speaking of Panu, so going to the right, Panu, please introduce yourself.
Okay, I've been here before, but again, hello everybody. I'm Panu from Finland. It's about 8 p.m. Sunday evening here right now, and I'm drinking my favorite beer of all time, which is Soul.
That's right. Hanna, I didn't ask you, what are you drinking?
I forgot. Yeah, I'm drinking Corona Extra.
Going for the imports. Very fancy.
Yeah.
And here's a man that doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to do it anyways because I like saying his name. Dax Dragster, Thomas, welcome back. I always fan out when you're around. It's embarrassing, but it's okay. I'm going to take it. Go ahead and tell us what you did in this album, what time it is where you're at, and what you were drinking.
Yeah, all right. Now it's 7:16 p.m. Sunday night. And first of all, I'm drinking. It's a Köstritzer. It's like a German dark beer. I just went to Germany last weekend, so anyway, yeah, my part in this album was that I wrote Out of This World and Planet Psycho, and recorded vocals and some guitar parts, and just been a part of when Panu felt lonely.
He needs a lot of support.
Yeah, but
yeah, he does.
I needed all the support, and I was about to add, if you don't, Dax, Thomas, that you were kind of like also this kind of like a father figure, and still are.
Thank you, I think.
So it went way beyond just doing a couple of songs and
Yeah, he does have that reputation. We had the Hammerheads on recently, and apparently you were giving their bass player, Joe, like dietary advice, and he started losing weight from it. It's like, so Dax is music advice, dietary advice?
Yeah.
All right, and going to Ryan Miles. For those who listen to the show, you know it as Ryan Cut That Out. Welcome back. So let's talk about what you were here and your involvement with this project and what you're drinking.
I am the mixing engineer for this awesome album, and I am drinking McDonald's coffee. Sponsored by
That's
McDonald's.
right. It's 10 a.m. where me and Ryan are at over in California right now.
Yeah.
So like I said, same thing here. I got the Celsius energy drink, even though I had a little bit of Starbucks earlier, which I don't typically drink, but since it's kind of festive, I got the pumpkin spice latte, Yeah. I'm feeling the vibes. Got the Christmas hat and all that. All right. And then going to the next one, another man who doesn't need an introduction, but I'm doing it anyways because I get excited. I was telling him he has to show up. I've been practicing my Vlad voice and welcome, Vlad.
Hey, how is it going there, everybody? Fucking nice to be here. Fucking fantastic. Panu, Thomas, Hanna, Ryan. Yeah, I'm in Brazil right now. It's 3 p.m. I'm drinking Brazilian coffee. It's a sort of a good coffee. It's not as good as we send out, but it's good. And I'm part of one of those songs. It's called "Man with the Screaming Brain." That I'm proud to be part of it. Me did the song together with Panu, and it was fucking fantastic. We had the crazy idea about doing Bruce Campbell. Inspiration music, and it was pretty cool, because I'm a big fan of Bruce Campbell, and when we thought about, it was sort of together. We have this sort of crazy idea, right, Panu?
Yes.
And
also the intro, which you cannot hear in the music video version, but it's in the actual song. The intro was inspired. You suggested that it should be like the one that it's on the beginning of Faster Pussycat Kill Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool, like those sort of jazzy intro, with the crazy voice, together with it. And it was pretty cool, fucking love the song. I was listening today, like before coming here, I say, well, let me listen again. And we played this song with the 6 Sinners as well, so it's pretty cool, that we are combining all together with this stuff.
Yeah, and can I ask, is it still going to be on the next 6 Sinners album?
Sure it is. It is one of
Yeah.
the people most like this. Like when we play it live, it is a new song and everybody fucking love it. So it's pretty cool, like everybody's liking it. So of course we'll be on our new album for sure.
Awesome.
So that's a good starting point. So first of all, I'm excited for the song. I'm hearing it. You're pumping me up. Let's play it, Panu. What do you say?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and introduce it.
What can I say? It's like a very official collaboration between De La Rocka and Six Six Sinners. The song is on both the new albums, and it rocks.
There's enough of blame ahead. What happened last night? I thought that I was dead. I woke up to the scream of my brain, Now I'm hearing voices, the kind I can't explain. They're making me insane. Ooh, we have to find a way to survive. I need to get you out, away from my mind. We have to find a way to end this pain. All this fucking bullshit, the screaming in my brain. My brain is making me insane. My brain is screaming. Get out my mind, there's someone here with me. Now, I want you, the voices I'm hearing. Did I survive? I'm taking back my life. Now, get out of my head. Go! There's someone in my head, oh my head. I would kill you if I could.
All right. So when you were on with Vic last time, you mentioned how sometimes whenever you write, knowing that you're going to have a certain artist on, you kind of take up some of their style. Was that similar with this project and song?
Oh, absolutely. And my last band before this was called Graveyard Bashers, and the whole band was like
Fucking
really
great band.
thanks, like really much inspired by both Os Catalepticos and Six Six Sinners. So obviously I had some of that influence ready to go in my pocket like this. So it was nice to go back in that kind of like a little bit more rough and powerful, hard style.
And you said you're a fan of that band, correct, Vlad? To call it, Jesus Christ, name just left me. Panu's previous project. So, did you
Graveyard Bashers.
Graveyard
Yeah.
Bashers? Thank you.
Fucking nice band.
When did you meet Panu? Was this the first time you had ever worked with them, or tell me that story?
Well, I'm not sure. There is one thing else that I would like to add in this song, the Man with the Screaming Brain. That Panu, when we are writing the song, and I think that there is something nice in the song, that there is how can I say, like, come in a steady, how can I say that? Like, it's like the peak, like a horse walking, like rum, tagadun, tagadun, tagadun. And then there is like this part of the chorus, and the part of the chorus we are doing the song, and Panu came to me and said, "Hey Vlad, I think it's pretty cool, but this difference between, like the way we are playing the song, like the parts that we are singing, and the chorus that is different, sort of." Dax give me advice to make some pause or make something different over here, like to bring it on the chorus part. I think this is fucking cool, to add, because then Dax gives some, like some spicy on it. I mean, again, it's pretty fucking nice. And we met, me and I just want to bring it, but me and Panu, I think that we met first time. It was in Pineda.
Yeah,
Spain.
psychobilly meeting 2019.
Yeah, it was over there. Like we are. I think that it was the festival over there. It was a brilliant thing that Raquel did it. That was bring like a Brazilian night, and we played with the singers. It was Catalepticos, the other band from Cox as well. Hillbilly Hawhide played as well, and the band from Neri, our former drummer, the Bullet Monster Mafia played as well, and it was brilliant night. Like great memories, and Crazy Panu was there as well. Like drinking and having fun, and with Gus, that was fucking fantastic. Great memories I have from Gus in that weekend. In the whole week, and it was really cool times.
Yeah, and I just
Yeah.
had to wear this shirt right now, right here. And when I was wearing the shirts just a moment ago, I was thinking about 2019 and psychobilly meeting and Spain and the memory we had when we got the chance. You, me, Gus, and Marcon, we had like one full day of just shopping and walking around
Yeah,
in Barcelona, and there was just a really great memory with
yeah,
Gus.
yeah, yeah. Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah. R.I.P. Gust. What year did that happen again? That was during the pandemic era, correct?
Yeah. He had like uh, some sort of how can I say, like infection in the whole body, like in the organs. And after that, he had like he get fine about that, and after that he got COVID. So
He
the
was already
COVID
weak.
took him. Yeah, this was the thing, like this was the bad, like crazy shit that happened.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about before the podcast started, though, how it's crazy to think how, like I said, because you're talking about possibly returning back to the U.S. next year. Hopefully all of you do, if you haven't before for the first time, that COVID's now 5 years behind us, but it had such an impact on, I know for me personally, I'm not sure how it worked for you guys, but for me, yeah, like COVID took my mother, same thing. She had previous illnesses and COVID got to it and just took her out. So it's always... It's crazy to think it's been that long, it feels like yesterday almost.
Yeah, it's hard, like we lost so many good friends and so many family members and everything, like it's hard, like even to talk about that, but it is what it is. I'm glad that it's over, and hopefully we don't have to pass through this sort of thing
Definitely.
again.
All right, so Vlad, you are frozen, by the way, but luckily it's a
Yeah.
good image of you. I'm not sure how we fix that. I don't know if you refresh or something.
Yeah, you can
What's
do
it called? Does anybody in Dax, Hanna, Ryan, do you guys have any input on this particular track we're talking about with Vlad? Ryan, your experience mixing it, Hanna hearing it, Dax, same thing.
Man with the Screaming Brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
My experience with that. First thing that comes to mind is with every single song, the person I talked to the most on the planet was Panu. And that song
Do you
was
get
really
those
cool.
messages in the middle of the night like I get on Instagram? the voice messages. I'm like, let's see what he wants.
We
What did
were
AI do this time?
we were by force inseparable.
Yeah.
But the first, actually, it's what I was thinking earlier today is actually when I listened to that not too long ago. I don't know how long ago it's been since we made this album. I think it's been a year now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I actually, whenever I'm done mixing an album, I just don't listen to it like ever again for probably what seems to continue to be is a year.
Yep.
And I'll listen to it again a year later, so I'll get a clear image. Man with the Screaming Brain is one of those ones that it actually is not really my style, but I really liked, and that's not always common because I'm more. I mean, just me personally, I like the melodic kind of vocal stuff.
Yeah.
That's just me. And I listened to it. It was like, dude, this is tight. I would wreck to this. It was, it was a cool song. It was awesome. It was different than the rest of the album. I had a good time mixing it. Like every single track was had its own spin on every single track. So everything was a different experience. So it wasn't like robotically like I was just putting something random like the last preset or something from a guitar or from the bass or anything. We weren't just importing. Every single thing had its own chemistry and its own emotion into the song. So it was every single one I have my own memory of with going through it and having to emotionally get into it and go, what does this one really need? What is this? Does it need more bass? Does it need? And I think that one came out awesome personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I got something to say as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Me? All right. It was just
Sorry.
No. Also, that I've been talking a lot with Panu about also in the beginning, where when this project hadn't gone to where it actually ended with so many guest artists but one thing that you've been really good at, Panu, was to in one way on one side catch the how do you say the cream of this particular band or artist, and then put your own thing into
catch
it.
the spirit of the.
Yeah, exactly. And it was because I really always liked Catalepticos and Six Six Sinners, and we played with Six Six Sinners also in London with Johnny Nightmare. I had a good time with the guys there, and it was just when I heard it, it was just to the point, and I really liked the way that the Man with the Screaming Brain and this duality and this conversation between these two.
Yes.
And also, of course, as you visualized it on the video, to back it up, I just think it's a very simple song, but it's just power to the max, as I heard you saying also, Ryan. So yeah, that's my opinion.
So what?
Cheers.
Yeah, what I would like to add, actually, a really good point about the music video, and I kind of already forgot it. But yeah, absolutely. The idea in that song was that there's kind of a argument going on between these two voices in the head. So as you said, I wanted to visualize it in a way that in the music video, when there was the parts that were filmed when I'm singing and the parts where Vlad is singing, I needed to make sure that also our faces are facing each other. Like when there's footage of me singing, it's me facing that way, and when Vlad is singing, he's facing this way. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you're standing next against each other.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll add.
Yeah,
I liked that process in the mixing. Panu produced it. Usually I'm producing everything, but it was nice to actually be on the other end and actually, in an ironic way, have someone else tell me what to do. It was really cool because we were sitting there trying to think, okay, how are we going to get the best energy and make this interesting? We'll have one voice coming from over here, this one coming from over here. By the end, we'll have them both blended together in the center. It was cool to make it an actual musical experience when you listen to it, as opposed to just straight down the center, just, which there's nothing wrong with that either, but it was just fun to get creative with it and make it into, when you're listening to it in headphones, you can really feel it hit you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
I have to say about the music video, every time I watch the music video, even though it's just kind of like this in studio recording music video, like every time I just feel like, man, I'm so happy with this song, and everything I see on the screen in the video, like everything like comes together like perfectly. And as everybody, I'm a perfectionist, and I need to work on stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm not satisfied
No
with
kidding.
99%.
Get
Like
out.
it has to be 150%. And even I can say when I watch this video and see everything come together, like, yes, this is exactly how it was meant to be.
And you ask
Yeah.
opinions, and then you still do how you want it to be done. So it's like,
100%.
Oh, you
what do you
experienced
think?
that too.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing you talk
But
about.
it doesn't matter as soon as the product is good. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's your style, and you're doing it 100%. So it works. That's what counts.
Yeah, I was listening to the album before and listening to it. Go and with all the giant book novel long mix notes that I was getting, I remember listening to it after a year later and going, "Damn, that picky man freaking got it right." every like every
That's
tiny
one
little
picky man.
yeah. I was just like, "Damn it, these are actually really good suggestions because this sounds awesome." It's like,
One thing I was going to say too that is really impressive too is because we talk about chemistry is very important when you're in a band with a music. You can have two great musicians, but if there's no chemistry and it's not going to work. Panu not only is able to capture the essence, but he's actually able to make the sound work. Because from what I understand, you guys all record remotely, correct?
Yeah. 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 It depends on. I guess Titch was like recorded with you, right, Panu?
Yeah, Titch was
Apart from that,
actually the
everything
only
else is-
person. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even though we live in
I
the same
recorded,
country, we did it separately. So
Hold on one second. Vlad, can you hear us? Could you see us? He's having some connection issues. Okay, cool. Okay, fine. As long as you could hear us and interact, that's fine. Like I said, because it's audio podcast too, so we got to hear that Vlad voice. Like I said, I was practicing. So one thing I mentioned, Vlad, when you were stepped out, is how chemistry, how Panu now he's able to capture the essence of the band, as Dax mentioned. He could capture it and make it really work with his style, but he also captures the chemistry between, because he uses different musicians, right? And, a drummer you're not used to working with, the guitarist you're not used to working with, but he makes it work. And you record it remotely, right, Vlad?
Yeah. The crazy thing and the cool thing about that as well, like that we had like Cox playing the bass for us in this song. So Mutant Cox from the 6/16ers, from the drummer from those Catalepticos, played all the bass. So it was pretty cool, like that had this bass sound as well.
Awesome. I'm going to hold you 1 second. Peter, could you hear us? Can you see us?
Yeah, I'm just looking for a hat. Just a second.
No problem.
I don't have any Christmas hats.
Peter,
but I do.
were you having a nap or something?
No, I was looking for I found a Luftwaffe cap from the 60s instead. I guess that'll be the closest I get to Christmas tonight.
No, it works. It works. Well, while you're here, once you find yourself a spot, please be sure to introduce yourself, what time it is and where you're living, what you're drinking, and your part in this album with Panu.
I'm in Denmark, Copenhagen. Just got home from a Christmas party with my family on one of the islands, and just cooked for my son. That's why I'm late. We lit the Christmas tree and eating candy, and I'm drinking the last beer in the fridge because it's Sunday and there's nothing left. And I'll be with you here for a little while, then I have to spend time with my son because it's his Mother's Week next week. So just wanted to pop by and say hi.
Oh,
Nice
perfect.
to have you here.
It's great to
Yeah,
have
I
you
can
here.
show you the Christmas tree. Just a second.
Sure.
There.
Oh, there we go.
That's
There
nice.
we go.
nice.
So we
Yeah,
got
so the
candles. And I play and do I play guitar? No, I don't. Maybe nah. I
Nope.
think I'm just singing on the album.
Yep.
One song. So that's what I'm doing here.
Perfect. Hold on one second. So I was talking about Vlad, how I haven't seen him in a long time. Pete, you've actually been on the show before too. It's kind of embarrassing, but I'll tell the story how you were one of the first real guests I kind of fanboyed over because I forgot what number you were at. I had some pretty cool people on, but I remember I was across the street at, I was getting pizza for you guys too for after the interview, pizza and wings. And after you went inside, I went like this, he's here. And I ran across the street to get the pizza. And my friend's like, he's here. It's Pete. He's here. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Just like I said, it's cool to see you again. I might fan out a little bit more too, but.
What was that?
That was at Spike's in Rosemead with Hola Ghost. We
That's
did an
a long
interview
time ago.
inside there. Oh yeah, it was. We did the interview on the pool table, and we had you. Well, you didn't have pizza, but you guys were eating the wings after from Pizza Hut across the street.
I missed some decent wings.
Yeah.
You don't get them
Okay.
hot here.
So we're actually, before you just got in, we were just talking about how Panu is able to capture the essence of the artists he works with and is able to incorporate into his album and his style. Do you have any thoughts on that? And after that, we're going to get to Hanna. I see you there.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm amazed by the whole album because he seems to have gotten the best out of the artist, as you just said. And I like that. I mean, he was very persistent as well. Because I was just like, yeah, I've been asked these kind of things before, and not every time it comes out that well. So I was just like, yeah, I'll do it, and let's see, whatever. So I was sent to the basement by my girlfriend at the time and my son because they were really annoyed with the song. So I recorded in the basement and sent it to him. And we worked quite a bit back and forward on it to get the result that we were both kind of pleased with. But I'm still not pleased with it, though. I'm still working on that song.
You're still in the basement?
No. I took it to the rehearsal room with the boys in Hola Ghost, and we're kind of working on a completely alternative version of it. So
That's
I'm
cool.
still on it.
Yeah, it's cool. The boys from Hola Ghost. Man, we'll talk about it in the second half. Actually, I'll do it real quick. Do you guys plan on coming back to the U.S. anytime soon?
The thing is that we're all registered now with expired visas. So if we don't have visas, we'll get kicked right out at the immigration. And by now, the visa is about $5,000 for us. And unless we find a promoter that's willing to pay that kind of money, which doesn't seem likely, unfortunately, the closest we'll get will be Canada and Mexico.
I see. And when you say 5,000, is that per member or just all
No,
together?
the last offer I got was last year. I asked the lawyers, which we found back then last time we did it. Back then it was like 2,000. Now it's 4,500 for the lawyer fee, and then there's fees at the embassy for the stamps and stuff like that. Then you have flights on top of it and all the other costs. So before we're in America, we usually spend like $7,000.
Yeah.
So we haven't gotten those kind of offers from festivals yet. So unfortunately, we can't afford it. Really.
Yeah, we need some promoters with some deep pockets. Ryan, call some of your friends. Look at that suit. He's got connections.
We actually had a bigger festival working on it, and they got stuck on the lawyer thing and the visa thing, and they just realized how expensive it was to get people from outside Denmark into America. So unfortunately, that's a long shot at the moment. But let's see. If Trump wants to buy Greenland, maybe we can make some kind of swap with the Danish release and stuff like that. Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Have any of you guys had any trouble with that too, as far as visas coming to the U.S., if you've tried?
I'm not sure that we actually... I only tried to be in America once, what was millions of years ago with the Godless Wicked Creeps, but I don't think we did have visas. We just borrowed instruments and stuff like that, and then just traveled as tourists.
Oh, I see. That's the. I guess that's the way to do it then, huh? I'm not sure if that's.
You can do that as long as you don't. The thing was that we got them when we were playing with Nekromantix, and also had them when playing with Mad Sin. So in order to get back, we need them because I went there on holiday with my wife, and they kept me like 1.5 hour in Atlanta while I was in transfer going to Mexico because I had expired visas in my registered digitally.
So I see.
I'm not gonna get in. I'm not gonna get in without one. That's for sure.
Dang. Well, that's a downer. Let's try to bring it back up by, let's go. I want to play your track. What's it called?
The panel track is called Rattlesnake.
All right, here's Rattlesnake by Della Rocka and Peter.
Hide in the ruins of what's left behind. Wait in the shadow with a venomous mind. Diamondback lover asleep in the shades. Fear no evil. Time to erase the dead from the grave. 'Cause I'm Rattlesnake. I'm the sun and the moon and the stars. I'm Rattlesnake. I'm Rattlesnake. Don't hear no gods. Just welcome the night. Deathless viper, the bringer of dark to the light. Dancing in the desert and bleeding in the sand. Shine in the moonlight, baby, with pearly white fangs. 'Cause I'm Rattlesnake. I'm the sun, the moon, and the stars. I'm Rattlesnake. I'm Rattlesnake. 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 Now I'm paralyzed, immortal and turned to stone. I'm far away now from home.
All right, so you're in the basement, you're writing, you're going back and forth to Panu. What was the direction for this track and your experience writing it?
Actually, I'm an architect in my civil life, so I was playing with a wooden ruler, and it went like, and I go like, that sounds like a rattlesnake. That's a cool title for a song, and it's also a cool sound for a start for a song. So I wrote it inspired by the sound of a ruler, wooden ruler.
Oh my God, that's kind of an interesting. I don't know if anyone could beat that now. Hannah, do you?
Yeah, I have to add that when we were doing like a demo version of the song, like I was sending to Peter and asking like, is this what we're going for? And I added some kind of like a real sound effect of a rattlesnake at the end. And then Peter insisted that it needs to be the actual thing that Peter recorded, the wooden one. And I used it.
Of course.
Yeah. And it worked out great.
That was his muse, the wooden ruler.
Yes.
Wait, that thing at the end that I mixed was a ruler?
Yes.
There it
That's
is.
the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It works.
It does work. Let me see that ruler one more time, please. Just hold it up in a
No,
screen.
this is not the original one. This is a cheap white wooden one I stole on the building site.
Oh, okay. I want the original one. We want to get it on a plaque and autographed.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Probably at the office.
Okay.
So that
okay.
has
I
become a
think
piece
we
of
got the
Rotterdam
point.
history. So I'm gonna grab my last beer here.
Okay, here we go. It's Sunday, right? That's all that's
It is.
left. All right.
Yeah,
so
and it's working day. It's also working day tomorrow, and I have to like spend a bit of time with my son and stuff because it's the last night with me.
Okay. So, Denmark, Peter, Dax, you guys are both in Denmark. How often did you guys ever interact back in the 90s and up to now? Do you guys ever see each other or at I was going to say conventions, festivals or any kind of gigs?
I think we met in Spain once.
Yeah, and I met you in the UK in the late 90s, I think.
Oh yeah, but we never played. We never played together in Denmark. I think.
No, I don't think so.
When I started with Godless Wicked Creeps, you had what's it called, the Schwarzwald Library.
Yeah.
And that was the time, the period when you were not playing with Nekromantix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we
So,
met
even though-
in
yeah.
a bar. We met in the barn Aarhus after Svarsvald show where you were all hanging out there. At least I met
we
some
did.
of the guys.
Oh, by the way, we played together with the Godless Wicked Creeps and Svarsvald Library in Slales.
True. It's true that I remember that.
Because I remember,
right.
from hearing Dax's story, there was like interaction between Godless and from Peter, from Nekromantix when he was playing with them. So there was that what's it called, degrees,
We did also play
7
together in
degrees.
Hemsby at the same festival.
That was with Godless Without Me, I think.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's gonna leave now, Peter. He's gonna leave.
Pretty soon, yeah. I need to attend my son again and call it a Sunday night.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to Hanna now because I want to hear her part. I want to hear about the Voodoo Queen. So his song was inspired by a wooden ruler. What about your song? And let's talk about that before we play the track and how you met Panu.
Well, I have been in psychobilly scene like 25 years, but we actually had never kind of talked with him. And then there is this new application called TikTok. so I think that it was TikTok that we kind of started to follow each other and make like say to each other, hey, you're doing a great thing here, and liking each other's posts and stuff like that. And then somehow we got, Panu, I think you kind of asked me just that I have this album coming and I would like you to be part of it.
Yeah.
I think it was like that, and I was like, yeah, of course, like I'm in. So, but it was TikTok where we met. I think. Yeah.
Okay, and Voodoo
there's
Queen,
a lot of negative feelings I have for TikTok, but this one is definitely one of the positive ones.
Why do you have negative feelings for TikTok?
It's hey, let's see. Vlad has
Is that
a
you
new
back,
profile
Vlad?
picture here.
Oh, nice.
You have hair.
Oh my God! So you lost your hair too? I know that's been a thing with Dax. I hurt his feelings. He left. No, I was actually informed that he may have some connection issues ahead of time. We lost Pete, but that's why I don't mind having multiple people here. So like I said, we could come and go when you need to come in, because like I said, everyone's in different parts of the country, and it's my first time my second time doing a panel, but not with so many different time zones. So this is a learning thing. Plus, I'm really digging it.
But like you said, this is the De La Rocka universe in the same way as in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like superheroes come and go, like so. This is pretty much the same situation.
Who's the villain?
Oh no! Oh yeah, who is the villain?
I don't know. Peter looked like one with the hat and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I could say it could either be AI, it could be TikTok, it could be I don't know. What Ryan? Who's the villain for Panu's universe?
Panu.
Ryan.
Bad songwriting.
No. Panu has an alter ego. That's his perfectionist part. The regular Panu is more laid back, but the perfectionist is when it comes in. Yeah. That's his Hulk. When he turns.
Oh, there you go. He's the Hulk.
Yeah. There we go. All right, but I want to hear Voodoo Queen.
Wait.
I can't make the money. I need your help for the wheel.
So that's Voodoo Queen. Let's talk about your vocals, why you were picked, and what your projects were outside of this one. Because this is my first time being introduced to you, so I'd love to learn more and where I could find more of your work.
Nice. So I'm making music by my own name, Hanna Hush, and my debut album came out like November 23. Yeah, and now we're making new music, and I'm also in this old friends band called Cosmic Cockfish Jukebox, playing keyboards and singing backing vocals there. And we are making new albums with both of the projects, kind of. Yeah, but Panu asked me, and I said yes, and so I was kind of helping with the arrangement, I think, and also like recording the choirs and arranging the choirs and all those backing vocals there.
If I might add, sometimes I forget that the first version of Voodoo Queen was a lot longer.
Yeah,
and, there was just some extra stuff in there, and then I think I actually asked from you, like, hey, could you try to figure it out, like how to basically like keep all the good stuff and remove the extra, you know?
Yeah, and I made the demo version of that shorter version and put it how I thought that it would be, like it would work. And
that's
also
that's the final arrangement. Yeah.
And also I think that we did like few times, like I was singing my parts, and then you sent it to me, and then I was like, okay, because you changed the the vocals. You remember? You changed the vocals and the final version, and then no, what are you doing? Not like no, this is
he
bad.
Wasn't happy.
Yeah, keep the original ones, and then you changed it back, and it was like, yeah, now it works again. but
Cool.
yeah,
What was some of the inspiration for your vocal style? You know, I know it wasn't Vlad. It sounds much more lovelier.
I don't know. My stuff is more to rockabilly, jazzy blues style, I guess. But Voodoo Queen is, I don't know. It's not like my usual stuff, I guess. I wanted it to be more metally sound, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. I think that I just I listen to the song, and then I just try to like swim into it, like how like this song needs this kind of sound and this kind of how would I say? Yeah.
Okay. Can I disagree a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I think that when I'm listening your vocals in Voodoo Queen, it's exactly the Hanna Hush style.
Is it really? Okay.
And
cool.
that's how I want it to be. And when you're saying that you were looking for this style, I was just thinking like, no, this is just how Hanna is expected to sound like.
Yeah, of course it's me. I don't mean, but it's always like, because I have some songs on my album that are more like into psychobilly work, kind of, or like metal sound. And of course I always think that it's me who is singing and my voice and like that, but I still try to kind of listen to the original song and swim into it.
Yeah, you're looking for some kind of approach.
Yeah.
To make sense.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
That it fits.
Because I remember. Yeah, it does. I feel like I want to say, because Barry's gonna ask me in 2 seconds anyway, so I can just beat him. But anyway, it was just like when Panu, when you played it for me, because this song had been on the way for a long time in different other versions, and then when you played like the final demo version to me, I was just like, what the fuck? Who is she? and it was like, and then not long after that, your first album came out, or maybe even it was out at the time. I don't remember. But then I listened to it, and I thought, wow, yeah, it's really good, and I like the style, and as you say, it's kind of more like sort of like back to the 40s, it's
Mm,
kind of jazzy. There was also some rockabilly in there, but and swinging and stuff like that.
mm,
But I just immediately thought, as Panu says, like this is some kind of like a cool jazz blues swing singer who fits into this psychobilly universe. I thought it was perfect.
thanks.
So
Yeah,
Oh,
I
oh,
think
and
it too.
I need to add something. I've had the great pleasure of seeing a couple of Hanna's live shows with her band, like a really talented bunch of people, everybody. And they also do these kind of like a very interesting cover songs, like Hanna and her band are performing sometimes 2 Minutes to Midnight by Iron Maiden,
all right.
and they make it work.
Yeah,
Yeah, that like elegance to it, huh? That's cool.
I
Yeah.
have a lot of friends in Maiden Finland, and I've been to Maiden gigs. I'm also, because I love many styles, and I also like metal music and Maiden and stuff. My youth, I was listening to Motorhead and Helicopters, and this kind of rock metal bands also. So that's we have this Maiden cover.
But it's brilliant.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's good arrangement, I think.
Vlad, are you back?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about the Voodoo Queen track and about Hanna Hush's vocals, which we're all complimenting her on and her style?
Yeah, I fucking love it. Like it's pretty cool. I like this sort of duet. Like when you sing like the voice of a female and a guy, singing together. It's pretty cool. I love it, and I think that the way that Panu did it with Hanna was pretty cool. Like I enjoy it. I was listening as before as well. I say, fuck, man, this is well done stuff. Like really glad. Like to see this coming up. Pretty cool. Really nice.
One thing Ryan mentioned earlier, too, I want to grab on it, is how he says he takes a break from listening to these tracks because he mixed it, he's heard them a million times, and sometimes he has to give himself a break, and then he goes back and really appreciates it. I had something similar happen when Panu sent me the album. He asked me if I heard it. I said yes, but I'm going to skip the Robots track because when I had Vic and Panu on, we did the Invasion of the Robots. It was my first time using this, not only this app, but my first time editing a video. I didn't have a laptop at the time, so I had to use a tablet to do it. I had to keep rehearing the song and rehearing everything. And I told him, I'll listen to the album, but I'm skipping the Robots. Then I get one of those messages in the middle of the night. Hey, you ain't skipping the Robots. Point being is that he says that he made the album, he organized the tracks, that way they kind of fit perfectly into each other, and
Yeah.
it kind of creates a certain mood. I don't know if you want to talk more about that from Panu.
Yeah, but that's the truth, and I've actually had this kind of like feedback from some people who were doing like an actual review of the album, and I have to say also that the reviews for the album have been like super positive. Like I'm so happy every time I read or hear these reviews. Like they're so overwhelmingly positive. And some of these reviews keep repeating the thing that some of these songs, for example, Beer, Blood, and Rock and Roll, Out of This World, some of these songs have been out there for a long time. And some of these people giving the album like a very good review as a whole were complimenting the fact that they thought that they would be already bored when they are hearing Beer, Blood, and Rock and Roll or Out of This World part of the full album. But when they hear the full album, they're realizing that, oh shit, this somehow sounds different because now I have the full view, the full context, and everything. So that's why I insisted that you cannot skip the robot one.
Sorry.
But
I didn't mean
I
Panu.
understand the feeling that you don't want to listen, because when I was making the album, my own album, I was kind of sick of my own face and my voice and everything, because you were trying to lip sync everything, and then you're like watching yourself like 1,000 times, and they're like, and that is the reason that I actually, after we went to the gigs, I forgot "Hold on Me," which is my like hit song. I forgot the lyrics every time because I couldn't listen to the song or rehearse it anymore. But I understand you kind of get fed up with yourself in the making.
Vlad, are you there? I had to mute you real quick.
So
I heard some doggies and some doors slamming.
Oh, over here? Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. No
Sometimes.
problem. Okay, so that was great. Since, like I said, we're all, you guys are a little pressed for time. So that was the Della Rocka album. It's out now. Panu, you want to give it the plug? It came out this past October. This is kind of us now kind of wrapping up this conversation. Now we can get into the Christmas spot. You guys, any final words from all of you on this? Just,
if I can start, I actually, because I just wanted to show this for the video version.
Yeah.
So we've been talking so much about this. So here it is. This is the fucking full thing.
Great artwork, by the way.
Huh?
Great artwork. Shout out to the artist who ever did it.
Oh yes. I wanted to show just really quickly how beautiful this vinyl is. There's two colors. The other one is translucent red. This one is the translucent purple, I guess, with the smoke in it, black smoke. And another thing, like really important, because we have so much people from the universe here, is that on the back of the vinyl, you can actually see the guest artists as voodoo dolls.
I like it.
So
yeah,
you can
Hanna
see.
pops her head. I know she said voodoo. Her head went right up.
Yeah,
Hanna looks
so
up right
you can
away,
see
caught her
Hanna
attention.
there. You can see Vlad over there. Peter over there. Mr. Dax Dragster over there.
That is such a nice touch.
Vic
Who was the
Victor
artist
over
who did
there. And obviously Titch over here.
Who was the artist who did that, real quick?
This is the French artist Pascal Millet. And he's very known for doing a lot of really cool artworks for psychobilly bands and punk bands and whatever.
Great. Starting with Hanna, anything else you have to say about the album before we move on?
Oh, Ryan also has it there.
Okay.
Let me see about this.
So my question is too is okay,
He's trying to find himself.
Vlad, any last word on the album before we move on?
Well, I just want to say that it was pretty cool, to work with Panu in this album. Like he's very, he looks a lot to see, works a lot in the music. He is very, how can I say, like very. He looking for details all the time, and it's pretty cool. Like sometimes we don't look that much for the details, the songs, and we don't work that, like so precisely with the music. And it's pretty cool to work with Panu, that he bring this out all the time. Like he say, yeah, man, like it was funny because sometimes I got this message, like it's pretty cool, like, hey man, and then he started to say something, like, and it's funny,
I know exactly
like,
how that feels. Like,
hey,
hey man, it's like, all right, what do I have to fix?
Yeah.
And it's like I recorded sometimes, like the voice and everything, like because like, and I think it is pretty cool, like it make, I think the recording and everything work better, like, and so how I said before, I'm pretty proud to be part of this project, like Thomas with Hanna, with Sandorff. Ryan did a fucking great mix as well, like so, and Panu sure, like, and all the other musicians that are involved in this project, because if I'm not wrong, like this the best psychobilly album that we had this year, like, so I'm pretty, like honored to be on it. It's pretty cool, man. Thanks.
The feeling is mutual. Like, I'm so happy and so proud to be on the same album with you, Vlad.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm
Dax?
just happy for Panu that you got it all together, because I thought you were crazy to work with so many people.
I
Because
am.
it's hard to work even with one band and with like 4 people. So you put it all together like so. So it's so. Congratulations.
Thanks. And also, Hanna, I'm so happy that you were able to do this with me.
All right. So now that that's all wrapped up, so now this is the Christmas party episode. Since Dax and Vlad are a little short on time, I want to start with. So first of all, my question-wise, I call this the. I'm not sure if you guys are all close to my age or older. You're familiar with the movie The Christmas Story. What was your Red Ryder BB gun growing up as a kid? What was a toy you really freaking wanted, and then you got it? Like, what was that moment for you? Starting with Dax.
That was the yellow Lego castle. Do you know that was like in the 80s, like maybe in the I don't know 80, 81, 82 or something like that. But you're of course everybody is familiar with Lego, which at the same time happens to be Danish, but it doesn't matter. But I just really wanted that the Lego castle, and that was like back in the old school days when everything was put together like brick by brick, and it was just like these bricks and these totally boring figures. And I got it, and I was like really happy.
Yeah, Peter left. I remember when Peter was on all those years ago. He mentioned, Legos are big Lego
Peter
people.
is a totally Lego freak. Yeah.
They had to talk about that. Yeah. Vlad, are you there? You're on mute.
Sorry, man.
No problem. So, like I said, since you guys are in the time thing, what was your Red Ryder BB gun? Your dream gift that you got growing up as a kid?
I think it was a bicycle.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was a bicycle. Like I was looking forward for a bicycle. Like this Christmas thing. Like it's crazy. Because my family is not very religious. It's they like my grandma was very religious, and she gave us even I don't know how we call it in English, even the ostia. I don't know how they call it. It is like representing the body of Christ. They share in the Christmas. Do you know this?
I'm not sure exactly.
No,
I know like there's a communion thing where you have the wine and the body of Christ, like the bread. I know that, but I'm a little out of the loop. I'm barely getting back into religion. I'd say the past probably year, where I'm trying to kind of find things. Part of my sober journey is to find a higher power, so I'm slowly getting back into religion. But yeah, okay. So
I just know the part with the wine.
Yeah. We're kids, Dax. We are kids.
Yeah. Oh.
So the thing is that we used to drink like juice of wine that they give us to us. Like they put wine with water and sugar. I think that to the kids stop to wrestle them. So they give it, and the kids go to sleep. Like early. But
I remember. I remember it was grape juice for us, and then like another church, the more Catholic one. I don't know if it was non-alcoholic wine, but it was a wine of some kind. Like it was like I just like the way it tastes. Probably, you probably shouldn't have gave it to me. I grew up to be a big drinker later. Maybe that's where it started. Oh my God, Vlad, you figured it out.
So my grandma was very religious, and she brings all the family together in the Christmas tree and everything. But my aunts and my uncles were not religious at all, so all the kids didn't learn how to be religious and everything. So she all the time she does like the codes of the Christmas, but we didn't get it, and so it was fun, we got the present, we meet all the cousins together. It was pretty cool, but we didn't have that much of Christmas feeling at the time.
I know in America too, Christmas has its religious, roots, the religious part, but also too has something of its own. Now, I got the Santa Claus behind me. I was supposed to have all these decorations, but I was running behind and everything. So I actually borrowed this from my next door neighbor's lawn. He didn't. His wife didn't know I was coming over this morning, so I grabbed it and I grabbed some lights and I was like, ha ha ha. She's like, there's a Grinch in our yard. He's like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you. He's gonna borrow it. But like I said, so we have the religious part, then we have, I guess, the more commercial, the Santa Claus, the sleighs, the reindeers and stuff. So that was a thing too, though. So since, like I said, you guys are both low on time, Dax, what are some traditions you had growing up that, since you're a father now, that you passed on to your kids, you kept or maybe made traditions of your own as far as Christmas? I'm not sure how big Christmas is out in Denmark.
I mean, like Christmas is big in Denmark, but it's regarding religion. It's like we don't take it too seriously. I mean, like some people go to church on Christmas Eve or like in the afternoon before doing the actual party and giving presents and all that, but it's not because of any it's just like a tradition, like, and you go to church and sing some Christmas tunes like church tunes. it's like so it's like Christmas Eve has always been like watching the Disney show at 5 o'clock, and then starting dinner, and then after that presents, and just having a good time, dancing around the Christmas tree.
Do you guys do it like at midnight, or do you wait till Christmas morning?
No, we don't. We do it on the 24th in the evening.
Okay.
So I guess like the way you do it is like you have the party on the 24th, and then you do the presents in the morning on the 25th.
Yeah,
right?
I'm Mexican, so a lot of people do it at midnight. They don't want to wait, but I like waiting till the next morning.
Okay.
I just want to add that in Finland, well, obviously we are also Scandinavian, like Danish people, but the same thing here, and probably Sweden, Norway. I don't know, Hanna, if you know about how do they do in Sweden or Norway or in other countries, but for us, it's here in Finland. It's 24th, like in the evening, people go to sauna, have a family dinner, and open the presents.
The people go to sauna.
I wish we had the sauna.
Sauna?
You had a sauna?
No, in Brazil we don't have sauna at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, isn't it hot?
They have a sauna outside.
It's like,
It's
it's like
summer.
sticky.
You're missing out.
Yeah, but
Vlad.
like we're gonna be crazy to do that in the summertime here in Brazil, bro.
Oh, yeah. But
Okay,
most
Vlad.
of people in Finland have either their own sauna or at least have an access to sauna, and even these kind of like what do you call it, like a flats. They have like some kind of like a sauna that all the people living in the different apartments can go to.
What about mistletoe? Do you guys have mistletoe out there?
No.
But I'm seeing that this
It's only
We don't need the
Christmas
mistletoe.
the Christmas traditions seem to be very, very different, like comparing like Europe and US.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do here too, is get the different foods, different traditions. Vlad, I would love to know Christmas in Brazil, how that works as far as decorations, food, traditions that we probably don't have out here that maybe you had you said your family wasn't religious, but is there anything that you've taken on? I'm not sure if you're a family man, you've taken on and passed on to your kids or nieces or nephews.
Yeah, like we have like a lot of right now. The decoration in the city is huge about Christmas, and I think that my city Curitiba is like doing all this very, very big decoration of the Christmas, and the good part of Christmas, we still have it, even if the family is not religion, we meet everybody in the Christmas Eve and we dinner together and we have a really good time drinking wine, drinking beer or whatever. And it's pretty cool, like still, we this sort of thing we didn't miss about I mean, we don't let this out of our lives just because we're not very religious, but it's pretty cool, like we have this meeting with the family, and I think it's nice. And over here, mostly what we eat is like, I think it is the same. I don't know, like turkey or something like that, and like some pool meat and drinking. And at the point that my grandma was alive, we used to have a lot of Polish food and all the traditions that the Christmas have for the Polish people. But right now, like we have like a really good dinner, and sometimes with the kids we give some presents and all that stuff. It's still cool. Like it's still like a tradition and a party. That's pretty nice.
Oh, Vlad, are you a Polish relatives original?
Yeah, my grandfather came from Poland when he was like 11. Yeah, he came from Poland, and the other part of my family is more like a Brazilian, everything together, like. But my grandmother, born in Brazil, but she was a daughter from Poland parents as well, like Polska family. So, and today even it's crazy, like this thing about Europe and all these wars over there, like today, the part of Poland that my grandfather born today is Ukraine. So it's kind of crazy, like it's a different country already, and it's pretty crazy. But yeah, we have all this, and here in the south of Brazil, like especially in my town, there is a lot of people that came all over the world. So they try to, like to bring this conception of Christmas that is from, I don't know, I think it's from Europe, and it is from United States of America as well. So we have this sort of thing over here as well. And the commerce sells a lot of gifts, and it's pretty cool. It's nice. It's a good time.
By the way, when you were talking about eating this similar kind of food and you were mentioning turkey, that's also something that's different. Like, I don't know how it goes in Denmark. Is it more turkey? Because in Finland, it's actually ham.
Yeah,
well, America, we're fat. We do them both.
What do you do in Finland? You say, Hanna, you were adding something to...
Yeah, it's like Christmas ham. Yeah, so we put it in the oven, and it's like in the evening, like 23rd, I put it in the oven, and then it's ready in the morning.
And Finland...
Oh, right. So is it like the... Sorry?
Oh, no, go ahead. I was going to ask a question about Finland, but I'd rather go ahead, Dax. I'll come in after.
Yeah,
I got time.
It's like,
I need you guys as much as possible.
Yeah, I got like 5 minutes more. So anyway, because in Denmark it's like a mixture of we have like the pork roast, like with the crunchy. How do you call it? Like it's kind of crunchy on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're probably talking about the same thing. Yeah.
And then we got the roast duck, and then it's like you have like potatoes and red cabbages and like huge amounts of red wine and beer.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt real quick. I'm texting Vic from Coffin Cats right now. I was gonna try to surprise everybody, get him to crash, but he says he's sorry that he couldn't be here for this one, and he says I'm about to enter the wilderness to go fight a moose.
He's in Alaska right now. Yeah, because he was supposed to be here.
He's
He says I'm about to enter the wilderness to go fight a moose, or at least pet one.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay. So Finland, Panu, Hanna, what are some traditions that you had growing up that maybe you kept and passed on? Or just tell me about Finland and Christmas. You mentioned the ham. I'd love to hear more.
Well, yeah, we have this. We also have this Karjalan paiste, which is like this Karelian stew that I'm making in the Christmas time. Also, but basically just decorating the Christmas tree, going to sauna, going to the graveyard to light a candle for the past loved ones. What else? Being with the family. Just like I have 4 sisters, so we always like going to one of my sisters, and all of the family is there, and eating good food and like that. And also we have from childhood I had this memory that my mom and dad has always given things to charity and given food to the people who are who are poor or don't have money to buy food. So I've tried to pass that to my kids also. And last year they actually gave their own frozen toys to kids who came here from Ukraine. So and they had lost their mom, so they wanted to give their frozen toys to the kids.
Frozen?
So I'm trying to pass that.
You said frozen toys?
Frozen, like the movie Frozen.
Oh, got you. I'm like, that's fucking cruel. So you gotta wait for it to thaw out?
Anna and Elsa dolls,
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I'm like, I've never seen that movie. I know some of the lore with the snowman, and
you should.
I guess she's at the door singing to her. What about you growing up? What was your Red Ryder BB gun, your dream toy that you actually got?
It was a doll stroller, and the other one was like this makeup head. The head where you can put makeup.
Oh, yeah.
So those I remember.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna keep going with this, but I just gotta get everyone's time real quick so I know who to. Hanna, how much time do you have?
Well, I have still time. Yeah.
Okay. Dax, how we looking?
I have like 2 minutes.
Vlad, how we looking?
Yeah, I need to leave, brother.
Okay. So before you guys go, you two, Dax and Vlad, starting with Vlad. Dax mentioned how when we're doing the family thing, they watch the Disney Christmas stuff. What about you? What's the go-to Christmas movie that you have, whether it be a horror film? Actually, give me the horror film and also just a regular movie. Your Jingle All the Way, your Christmas Story, your The Santa Claus. What are you watching, Vlad, while you're picking up your feet and having some beer on Christmas Eve?
At that time, like we didn't watch that much movies over here in my grandma's place. Like I'm trying to remember that since I read your script, I say, damn, what kind of movie we used to watch, at the time. And I think that most of the time, I had an uncle that used to love to watch those Western movies, and he used to watch Western movies at the Christmas Eve, I think, because it's crazy, we don't have that much of tradition to have these movies on the TV at the time, and most of that it was about that and about horror movies.
Ooh, yeah. It could be as your adult self. What's your Christmas horror film? What are you watching? The Gremlins? You watching Black Christmas?
Yeah,
I was gonna say Black Christmas.
Yeah,
but I fucking love the Gremlins, man. It was fucking fantastic movie as well. Like when I was a kid, I said, fucking cool, like all the little kitties, to transform that monsters. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, the water, Vlad. But then they're in the snow. How come they're not billions of them?
Yeah.
Vlad, do you like Gremlins 1 or 2 better?
I watched them not long time ago. And there is the 3 as well, right?
No.
There is 1, 2. No?
Nope.
There's two of them.
So
Thank
then
God.
I like better the second part. I think that there is.
Yeah, for me, I need to say, for me, the second one is also the one, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
The second one is pretty cool. I watched them both. I thought that there is another one, but so it's the latest.
You could be thinking of Critters. Critters had like, I don't know, 5.
Critters.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one where they turn into balls. Well, Vlad, here's what's going to happen. I have to have you back on. I'm not sure what your setup is right now, but keep your settings because, like I said, I would love to have you back on and do a 101 or just let me know when you're back in town. Either way, I need you back.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
whatever you say, brother.
Yeah, we'll do a 101. Maybe get Cox back. I don't know. We'll do something. Like I said, I have so many more questions. Also catching up, and like I said, I love talking to you, legends. Before you go, I'm going to talk to Dax, and then I will give you guys both an outro. How does that sound?
That sounds good, brother.
All right, Dax. You mentioned Christmas. You mentioned Disney. What are you watching? Horror and regular Christmas.
What do you mean, like? I don't watch much TV actually. I mean, like, do you mean like movies or?
Yeah, Chris. Because in America, Christmas movies are really big. I'm kind of curious to your culture, like, because I don't, people have the Elvis Christmas records playing. Right, my house in America, Christmas movies were a staple.
Okay, so I'd rather answer what I enjoy listening to, or like. There's all these like brain dead Christmas movies from America that everybody watches.
Thumbs up.
With I usually just I think for me to get in the Christmas mood is something like listening to Bing Crosby, something like that, old school stuff. Together with my wife, we usually listen to like. Find some good bossa nova Christmas songs playlist on Spotify. Just get some old classic songs. I'm not like super much into Christmas actually or traditions. Okay. I'm kind of the person who just I just like sometimes it can interfere with what I actually really want to do, and then you're kind of limited to now we have to do this tradition thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, but I like it. It's cozy and nice, but I mean, it's okay as long as it involves alcohol. I'm good,
Right. So we're gonna wrap it up with you, Dax. Do you have anything coming up? Any new figures? Anything to look out for?
Yeah, I was actually about to say that because Hanna was teasing me a couple of weeks ago that I never do. Enough female models, and I was actually thinking about that. The only figure that I haven't done from the whole De La Rocka album is actually you, Hanna. So you're gonna be my next one.
What?
Wow!
No! Yeah! So happy.
As soon as I. As soon as I'm finished doing my rigging pit that I'm working on right now, I'm gonna write you and get some details. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So
that's really cool.
Christmas present.
Nice.
That's
Merry
so awesome.
Christmas, ho ho ho.
All right, Dax. All right, guys. Anything to say to Dax before I let him go?
It was so cool to be here with you guys again.
Yeah, that's fucking great, man. Fucking inspiration, bro.
It's a lot of fun.
All right, Dax.
But we need to figure out a name for this De La Rocka universe.
Yeah, what are we gonna call it?
Well, I was thinking like there's Marvel Cinematic Universe, like MCU. So this could be like a De La Rocka musical universe, like DMU.
DMU.
Damn you.
Keep it simple. Maybe DMU.
Damn you.
Damn you.
Yes.
Damn you.
That's the one.
Sounds
That's
good.
Damn you.
That's the one.
Damn you. Damn you. Like you said, angry. Damn you. I love it. All right, Dax.
Oh yeah, I got a last thing. I actually had the opportunity to play live 2 times with De La Rocka, which was like super awesome. And
we're gonna do it again.
Was actually the dip
next summer.
Yeah, definitely. Next summer in Germany, but the first time was also the De La Rocka debut show in Tampere, and that was cool, and I mean that was really cool, and we played a couple of Godless Wicked Creeps songs as well.
That's really I got my attention
really well.
We need to get you guys out here.
And then it was good. It was a pretty good crowd. It was a very small stage, and it was like in a small club. But the show was just fucking amazing. It was really good. And then we played. Then you had a lot of shows after that, and then we played. I played with you guys at the Psycho Sanatorium #1 in what's it called? I don't know the name. Somewhere in Finland.
Kiljava, yeah.
Yeah, Kiljava. And but that was like a big stage and a big crowd, and that was so amazing. Playing with Banam Metallic and the Test Pilots, and oh man, that was cool. So and really nice to be on stage and dedicated. And I must say that people. It was so. One thing was to be on stage with you and for myself was of course a great thing. But also I must say it was so nice to see how people are taking and welcoming De La Rocka. It was like everybody likes it. Everybody is thrilled, and you just do a great. Your live show is just as great as your album, man. So it's like really cool, and that's quite a lot.
Thanks for that.
So, but I want to say Merry Christmas. Yeah,
I can't wait for us to play again in Germany next year in August.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
Merry Christmas, Dax.
I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year and all that. Bollocks, and have a good one.
You are a Grinch, Dax. You are a Grinch. Take it easy, buddy. Message me later if you have any trouble with everything else. All right, with the stuff uploading. Okay.
Just trouble in general.
Oh no!
Only this?
I'm going to go to you when I have trouble. No, with this. You know how I told you at the end, give it time to upload.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
I know what you meant. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good time.
Take it easy, buddy.
Take care, Dax.
Bye.
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 All right, Vlad. So you're low on time too. He did bring up the album. That was a part of this whole thing too. Is the album is Do you have any Christmas stuff you listen to? Records? Since you're not a TV guy.
Yeah, nice. It's not that a TV guy, but like sometimes I listen to some. I don't know, Brian Setzer album, Christmas album. Yeah, like they have.
That is a good one.
Yeah, they have this album about Christmas, and sometimes I listen here and there some rockabilly song with the Christmas theme. But this is not really like my biggest interest all the time. But it's cool. I think that is part of our culture somehow, so sometimes I give it a listen to it.
Yeah, a clean tone guitar is definitely kind of brings Christmas to me. The do. I just imagine like a clean toned rockabilly hollow body guitar playing Christmas music. It's like I was similar. I was never big on Christmas. But I guess as I get older, I have a nephew now. I dig it. I dig the lights. I like all holidays now. If it's 4th of July, I'll put up I'll put up a flag. Freaking anything. What's it called? St. Patrick's Day. I'll get something green. I guess I don't know. I just dig it. Maybe I'm lame. I like holidays.
I don't know. Me too. I
especially Halloween.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Halloween is all right too. Like summertime. It's fucking fantastic. All the summer vacations, and when you have a place that you can go over there and enjoy the beach and all this stuff. It's pretty cool. And the holidays are fun as well. It's funny when I go into my mother's building that they put a lot of Christmas stuff on the hall, and it's funny because it is too much right now. Like Curitiba, as I said before, like Curitiba is doing a lot of this Christmas decoration. Like and seems that the whole city is doing that. Like so it's fucking funny. Like because the people like it, so it's cool.
Yeah, when we had Carol on, I guess she's from Curitiba. She says too that I guess that part of Brazil is like kind of has like a European touch to it.
Well, how can I say? Like we are Brazilians. Like we are South Americans, we are Latinos. Like but of course there is some influence as well. Because they came a lot of people that came from Europe to here. So, but we have like so many roots, brother. We have like the indigenous part of Brazil, like and the that we are trying to bring back, like the originals from our part, like we are trying to, to pick it back, bring it back, like, and there is no just that. We have like you guys had in the United States, like the whole slavery stuff. So we have a lot of African roots as well, in Brazil, like, so we have so many different kind of background here in Brazil, like, and we are trying, like to figure out how we can combine everything together, so this is the thing that we are doing right now in Brazil, like trying to figure out our really, how we can combine and
is that have, you guys? I hear a buzz in his vocals.
Have it fair. Excuse me?
Do you guys hear that, or is that me?
There's distortion in your voice, Bear.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Everything else is clear.
Continue, Vlad. Continue. Sorry, I'll fix this.
All right. Yeah. It's just that, like we are trying to figure out the stuff, like, and all the hoods that we have, right, from Europe. We have like from all parts of the world, and like we have a lot of immigration right now here, so this is the thing that we are trying to figure out how to celebrate, not just the things that we have from Europe or wherever.
Okay, so Vlad. Okay, so Vlad, it was really nice to have you here. Like really, really nice. Thank you for taking the time.
Thanks a lot. I'm really glad to be here, to talk to all of you, to meet Hanna the first time, like, and Brian as well, so I just want to say thanks again, and hopefully we meet soon in Europe or in Brazil and or in the United States, and let's keep it rolling. Bye-bye.
Okay, how do I sound now? Can I say goodbye? Do I sound good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Vlad, it was an honor, really. Merry Christmas. I was so excited once Panu said that you were going to be involved. I was like, oh my God, yes. The universe. I wanted the universe, and we got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Bear. And hopefully we talk again, pretty soon, just let me know when you want it, and we're going to do it again and talk about the whole water.
Oh, I want to talk about all of it. Like I said, like recover some. Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah. In the new year for sure. I'll be in touch.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye-bye. And once again, welcome to the Damn You universe.
Damn you. Dude, that's it.
Fantastic album, bro. Fantastic. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
How
cool was that?
That was cool.
Despite all the technical problems all around.
Yeah, that's expected. I know because I follow a lot of YouTube podcasters too. I guess StreamYard's been kind of taking a dump as of late. But also, think about all these different time zones we're in. It's amazing that we even got as much as we did.
Yeah.
Peter was cool. He came in, just left. He came in.
Well, that's the way he is.
And I still kind of found out when he popped in. I'm like, my eyes got big. Because he was one of those guys, kind of like Vlad and Dax, where I was a kid when I first started listening to them. So, like, that impact is still there, You still get that joy when you see him and you hear the voice and they start talking about the origins and, like, old shows and, like, anything. Yeah. I love it. I fucking love it. All right. So, let's continue on with the Christmas talk. I know that Dax and Vlad weren't really into Christmas movies. Me, I'm like, dude, I want to send him a link to watch Home Alone or something. Like, I love Christmas movies.
Yeah, I have to say that when you sent this kind of like a list of things that we probably are going to talk about, I was thinking like, oh shit, because Christmas is something that I always like appreciate. It's not such a big deal for me right now because I've had my mind for a lot of other stuff. But still, it's something that when I start to actually think about like my childhood and what were the key points like during, let's say, like a Christmas Eve that were always present, always there. And for me, I'm always thinking about first the visit to the graveyard, as Hanna mentioned. Like, I don't know how it's in the US, but in Finland, it's quite much the tradition that you go to the graveyard and you light the candles for the relatives that have passed away already, and remembering the relatives. And then you have the Christmas dinner, all the thing like ham, and also Hanna, you were talking about the Karelian stew. Yeah, Karelian stew. But also I'm thinking about like something made of reindeer meat. Like that's also one of the really traditional foods in Finland. Like it's mashed potatoes and some reindeer meat and something like that, and it's really delicious, kind of like a dish. And like I mentioned before, usually
sauna.
always
I still can't get over the sauna.
Yeah, I was about to come to that. Like it's a very traditional thing, sauna. And
so
Finnish
we are
people...
we are eating the root of the red nose and then go to sauna to.
Yes, exactly. Like we really love sauna, Finnish people, and we go to sauna in the summer, in the winter, autumn, spring. It doesn't matter. There's always the sauna tradition, and even the craziest people go to ice swimming in the winter. And I was thinking like one more thing was that I remember that always in the Christmas Eve morning, because the Christmas Eve, like the 24th day is always the more important day in the Finnish Christmas culture. So during the Christmas Eve, there's still this kind of like a tradition that there's I think it's like a television program, like a live program of many hours, which is the Santa's hotline. And
yeah.
I was about to say that too because it's classic. So kids
do you have that in US?
What's the Santa's hotline? I don't know.
Hanna, do you want to explain it?
Yeah, it's like this line that there's Santa Claus there, and then the like tontut, and then kids can call
Elves.
there, and like tell to the Santa that I wanted to have this doll for Christmas and Merry Christmas, and then there is music. My friend is actually playing piano there, and so they are like singing Christmas songs in the between.
Yeah,
so.
But it's a live television program which is like made to look like the Santa's maybe workshop or some room where Santa is just sitting in a, what do you call it, like a rocking chair, and all the kids in Finland can call there, like in the live program, and just talk with Santa, and he will be there for many hours, and you can just watch the program from TV, and that program has existed as long as I remember.
Yeah, when we were kids.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
You should
other
have it.
program. Yeah, another program that I I think that it belongs to Christmas is Lumiukko, the movie. So where is this
the
walking
snowman.
in the air? Yeah, snowman. So it's like there is this walking in the air song, and so it's just like, you know, it starts the Christmas kind of 24th. It starts that you watch the Lumiukko, and then you start to make music, food, and everything like that. So
I don't know if you know this animated short movie called Snowman something.
The claymation one, kind of stop motion one.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like because there's like Snowman, Rudolph, the Drummer Boy. They're like claymation.
Frosty the Snowman. Is that it?
No. It's
No.
a really sad one, I think.
yeah, it's there is this snowman, and the little boy like flies with the snowman, and there's no, and there's only music. It's just like.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know it then.
Well, anyways, and but yeah, like I told you before, the opening of the gifts in Finland, it's in the 24th in the evening after this dinner and sauna usually.
After you eat Rudolph.
Yeah. After we eat Rudolph,
I've never had.
then we are celebrating in the sauna.
Yeah, that threw me off. I can't think of eating deer. Like,
I've never done it. I've seen it, like frozen deer meat, like delivery services. I guess people hunt them, deer, elk. So it's a thing for sure. I just never had it for Christmas. Like I said, you know, America, well, at least for me, one big thing for me is tamales, you know. When my grandma was alive, grandma's tamales, you know, and then ham, turkey, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie, you know. Pumpkin pie is pretty much a fall food, I guess. My favorite, those cheesecake pumpkin pie. You give me that, oh my God. I'm like a dog. Try to take it away.
So Hanna, did you already mention something about your Christmas movies?
No, that's actually the snowman is because we don't. Sorry, my light is getting off. But we don't kind of watch TV so much, other than that Santa's Hotline and Lumiukko. But I like Nightmare Before Christmas movie in Burton, because it's, you know, it's I like that, but I don't really watch like horror movies. I'm so scared. But I love vampire movies.
But you like vampire movies?
Yeah, vampire movies and those, but it's not like horror movies.
She doesn't like horror movies, so I moved her down there. Sorry, Hannah. I'm like,
instant feedback.
You broke my heart.
But for me, I don't actually. I have to say right now that I don't watch TV. Like, I just don't. My personal opinion is, and this is something that people can disagree with, is that watching like a TV, like all these commercials, same commercials coming like 500 times a day. I got so sick of just watching the same ads like over and over again, destroying your brain. And then when you have the news, you watch the news, and there's always just, well, this is once again just my opinion, like every time you watch the news, it's just bad news everywhere. Like, where's the happy news? I just want a news broadcast where everybody is just talking about all the good stuff. You don't see that.
I don't actually have time to watch TV.
Yeah.
So you're always doing something else.
Yeah, so I don't really watch TV, but thinking about like a Christmas and what's a movie that I really associate with Christmas is, well, Home Alone 2. And the music in that movie, that's something that comes to my mind immediately.
That's interesting. Yeah.
No, well, when I say Christmas movies, a lot of it has to do when I was younger, because like I mentioned, you guys mentioned that time-wise. So I don't watch, I like watching movies. I don't have as much time anymore because my schedule too. And then when I do, I was on disability for like 6 months, so I got my fill of movies. But yeah, Christmas, like I said, but when it comes to the holidays, those movies are nostalgia for me. You know, you talked about Home Alone earlier. Wait, I did something wrong. Yeah, listening to that music, the actors, everything about that movie just brings a big smile on my face. It reminds me of a better time when, like I mentioned earlier, I'm older. A lot of my family aren't around anymore. So you had the food, you had the tradition, you had the family, you had the gathering. So it kind of a lot of that's it. Just I don't know. It just takes me back. That hits that nostalgia bug.
Do you guys ever eat the cranberry sauce in a can in Finland?
It looks like dog food.
Cranberry
Oh
sauce.
no.
I had to put that up. That I was looking for that.
No, you don't eat that.
No.
I don't think so. No.
He seems so shocked. It
Yeah, they
looks
have that out here.
yeah, it looks like dog food, but it's 100%. But it's so popular here.
Oh,
It's
really?
it's like a legit can. It's got cranberry sauce in it, but when you
Shake
let
it
it
out.
out, it looks like just a giant clump in the shape of the can, and people just slice it up and just serve it. Some people love
Oh.
it, but yeah, it's not
It's
the
like
most.
it's like mammi in Finland.
Yeah. I was reminded
Easter
that.
mammi that looks
one.
like shit.
Yeah, like there's this one really traditional food in Finland, but for what occasion is that for? Because I don't remember. Like, what time of year do people eat mammi? Easter. Oh yeah. So for Easter, this goes like a little bit off topic, but now we're talking about Easter, I guess.
It's okay. I like holidays. Let me see that
So
rabbit.
for Easter,
show me those ears.
So for Easter, we have this thing called mammi, like a really traditional kind of food in Finland, which looks
Dessert.
Dessert. Yeah,
Yeah.
dessert. So you usually eat it with milk, I guess.
No,
but
no. Cream.
Cream. Well,
Yeah,
I've eaten it with milk, but anyways, it's just like a brown goo.
Blasphemy.
Like a dark brown goo. And yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah, but
So
it's
we
good.
talked-
And actually it's good with vanilla sauce also. Yeah.
It's called
But one
man
thing-
meat.
Man meat.
Mammi. Mammi.
Man meat.
Yeah.
I thought it was man
Man
meat
meat.
at first. Ryan, so they're talking about Finland food. I mentioned some of the stuff I have. Like I said, it's standard. I'm boring. Tamales, ham, turkey. Mac and cheese and all that. What about you, Ryan? What's going on in your house? I know you married an Asian woman. Is that kind of dip into your Christmas dinner?
This man mentions that every time I see him. Like, yes. I am. I'm about to catch a lot of heat whenever this gets dropped, but I'm not a fan of my wife is Filipino, and I just don't like Filipino food. I don't know what it is. It messes up my stomach. Something about it. Like, nobody in that family is stoked on that fact. But yeah, I just can't. It's I stay away from that. But yeah, I guess I eat rice. I mean, I have fucking rice for breakfast. I eat rice so much. There's so many things that can't be eaten in this house if it doesn't have rice. So I have rice coming out of my freaking ears, like
What
all
about
the time.
when you're with
It
your
has
family
to.
at home?
Yeah. Do you guys have Spam? That's one.
Oh
Do you
my
guys
god!
eat,
Yeah, fucking Ryan.
do you guys have that? I can't. This one, my wife will cook Spam, and we can't eat it unless it has rice. There's just so many things. What is it? Friggin' bacon can't be eaten without rice. So I guess rice is one option, and then I guess ham. I don't get the whole turkey thing. I've never liked turkey. I don't understand it. I don't get the whole bird thing.
I
But
want to
yeah,
try a fried turkey.
it's like I don't know. I'm fine with eating a pig, but not a turkey. I can't.
By the way,
eat-
this one time I went to this zoo in Finland, and it wasn't the kind of zoo where you have like exotic animals, like giraffes and whatever, but just like a really traditional animals. Like you had turkeys also in there at that zoo, And that was probably the first time I've ever seen a live turkey like this close. I was thinking like, oh my fucking god, how can somebody even imagine eating that? That's my honest opinion. Like it looks like something from like a Fallout, you know, like a post-apocalyptic, like mutated something. And people eat that. This is like a controversial opinion, but that's my opinion.
Bro, when you said you ate a deer, I was like, those things are so adorable, and I'm like, so casually.
I would rather
like,
eat beautiful things.
I feel bad too when you see like a little cute cow, you pet its head. It's like, oh man, I think with any animal, like a cute animal, like a cow, you know, a chicken, you know, it's like, damn, people eat this thing. But
oh yeah, I'll eat that. That's fine.
I'm still eating it. I wouldn't eat a dog or a cat or anything. You know, they're too fucking adorable, especially pooches, the little wagging tail.
Live turkeys. I don't know how close you've seen live turkeys, but it's not beautiful. No.
All right. So Ryan, you said you liked Black Christmas, right? The horror film.
Moving on.
The turkey. I'm trying to get away from the turkey talk because Ryan. Okay, Ryan.
That's
so
the
you're
clip
talking about
that's totally going on social media.
Yeah.
Panu's saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't imagine somebody eating this."
Ryan, what about when you were at your family's house, like in Ventura, where you're from? What kind of food are they eating? I know they're not having rice with everything, are they?
No, thank the Lord. No, they. That's typically ham. You know, there's one thing that my grandma makes that we call the green junk, and I think it's pistachio pudding. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever actually bothered to find out what it actually is, but it's got marshmallows in it. It's like light green. It is so freaking good. But yeah, we call it the green junk, and so my grandma always makes a ton of that so we can take it home. And yeah, that's kind of the number one thing that I'm always looking forward to. But yeah, ham, the green junk, stuffing. There's a lot of like potatoes and stuff like that. And then, yeah, nothing too crazy. So, yeah, normal white people food in America.
We talked about Hannah's the best gift she got. What about you, Ryan? What was that one gift you wanted and you finally got it?
What age? As
a kid, a child, you know, because we're going backwards, you know, that nostalgia. Just like
and if you're a man child, it counts even like last year.
Yeah, but because I don't really get gifts. I buy my stuff I like, but I'd say as a child, like mine was the Peter Pan sword from Hook. I went to bed wanting that sword so goddamn bad. I remember I was going to sleep and I kept dreaming about the commercial. Hook, you know, the Peter Pan sword. I fucking got that fucker. I was so excited. Then I let some kid borrow. I never got it back. I know for a fact. I saw a picture of me holding it and a little fucker who borrowed it. I know for a fact because I tried buying it again because, you know, talking about man-child. I'm going back on eBay and buying stuff I never got as a kid. I can't find that goddamn sword. It's like you could find like other stuff from Hook, but that sword is like really hard to find. If you do find it, it's worth like thousands of dollars. But maybe one day. But that fucking, you know, it's not like what I'm, you know, it's a little piece of crap. Like when I was a kid, it seemed big and bold and golden. But yeah, that was the one thing I finally got. You know, like my Red Ryder BB gun.
You know, there's one thing that comes to mind. I think I was like 13 or something like that. But this one I was totally all for, and my parents scraped together and they got me a Gretsch.
Like, oh, that's a hell of a good gift.
Yeah, when I was like 13. I still have that thing. It's freaking amazing. And yeah, they scraped together and got me a Gretsch. Good Lord, I was happy as hell. That was the gift of a lifetime. And yeah, that thing was great. Had a Bigsby whammy bar. It just, everything about it. It was great. And yeah, that one, that'll stick with me forever. I can't think of any other gift that I was more excited about
on the planet than that.
I remember I got an electric bass later on when I was like 17 or 16. That was kind of close to it, but it didn't hit me the same as that damn hook sword. I want it. I want it. If any listeners out there, you got one lying around, I'll buy it off you. Not for $1,000, but I'll give you something for it.
But hey, for me, I was actually like hoping that you forget to ask from me the same question, because I really don't remember like what would be the one. But I'm sure that whatever it was, it had something to do with Legos. Yeah.
Boy, Legos is just a big thing over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's big out
as
here.
far as I can remember, like every kid was like into Legos.
Yeah, Legos are.
You guys have a Legoland over there?
In Denmark. Yeah.
I actually always like wish to get Legos. Like I've gotten like Lego Lego things for myself, because it's so relaxing, and you get your mind like in the building. You're building. So I just like last year I got Legos also, and in Mother's Day I got Lego spaghetti. So it's
Hanna, I have to make a confession right now. Like I'm feeling like for some reason I feel guilty as an adult for wanting Legos. But every time I go to supermarkets and I see Legos, something in the back of my head goes like,
You want it, but you feel guilty about it?
Yeah, because like I'm not sure if you're supposed to have this kind of like a urge when you're an adult to still have Legos, but I sure as hell would like to have some.
Yeah, but it was funny because my kids were like, when I got the last Lego one, so my kids were like, "Is it this for you, Mom? Like, can I help a little bit?" And I was like, "No, I want to do it myself."
That's the thing about Legos is they're smart, is they have the stuff for the kids, and then have the stuff that parents want, like our adults want, either stuff they grew up with or stuff that like for instance, I want Legos to have a Seinfeld Lego set. A Seinfeld. The only thing that stopped me, not because of guilt, Panu, because it was $200. That's the thing that stopped me from getting
they're
it.
really
Same thing at the Friends house. I'm not into Friends, but I know people who want that. They have The Office, And then there's a company. Well, I'm going to buy them actually. They call them minifigures because they can't call them Lego because they'll get sued. But they make like everything from every horror figure or something. I saw the Scream Killer. I'm going to get like probably in a week or so. Yeah, they get like they make killer clowns from outer space. Their whole company is minifigures. I'll send you the link. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah. What do you guys like to build Lego wise? Like what? Like I'm assuming you guys get like read the directions and try to build the Millennium Falcon or something.
It is relaxing.
Yeah, it is relaxing. Yeah.
What do you guys build? Like,
for example, those that are like funny like Batman Legos, and then nowadays they have like these flower bouquets or something like.
They have what's it called? Iron Man's hand, with a gauntlet.
I
want to get, but it's like I said, it's just for me. It's where to put it because I always move. Like I'm moving again next month, but also just the money. It's really expensive. Yeah, and I like to look at it, but I haven't got myself the heart. I haven't had the heart to actually buy it yet. I think when I have a settled place with space to put stuff up, I may invest in some. Legos.
But one thing I always think about Legos, like from one year to another, every time I go to the supermarket and just see the Legos and think about like, those look nice. I always think about the fact that these days, like when it comes to Legos, like kids don't know how good they have it, like compared to when I was a kid, and there was just like the kind of like I've owned like a Lego hospital. With an ambulance or kind of like a car. What do you call it? This kind of like a cleaning, street cleaning vehicle, with the brush and everything. And these kind of things. And I've had some kind of like a spaceship, and like a pirate ship, but that was it. Like these days, people like buy you have like a Turtles, Indiana Jones, like Hanna mentioned, like Batman Legos,
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
Ninjas.
When I was a kid, there was
Mario.
none of that
Yeah,
stuff.
basic ones, basic bricks when we were kids. Yeah.
And
I
so
remember
jealous.
my parents getting me Star Wars. I'm sure now that I think about it, now that you're mentioning it, I'm pretty sure that was them getting me something and going, okay, you sit over there for the next 5 hours, just chill.
They have. I don't know if they have it out in Finland, but they have it out here in America. Probably because it's a streaming thing, where it's like a Lego competition where you have adults who build Lego things.
Yeah,
like competition.
we have the
Group
same.
with one another. I don't know what it's called. I've seen it in passing, but I do plan on checking it out. Like it's like, I might want to see that because I'm not a big Lego guy. I like the idea of Legos, and some I'll get. Like I said, The Office. If it's like adult stuff that catches my interest, like horror, I'm not going to get like a flower or anything. But if it's something spooky or something 90s, I'm all for it.
Yeah, there's a Lego store over at Disneyland, about 2 hours from where we're from. And we walk in there, and you see things that people actually built, and you're like, "Good Lord, someone actually built this thing."
Yeah. They're so cool.
Building, and it's like a dragon or something. It's like,
One of my favorite ones I saw, Ryan, was a full-size Lego Stormtrooper from or a clone trooper. This is back when I was still into Star Wars. I've had a Taco Panu. I've kind of left that world. I still like it, but I'm not. It's a sore subject for me.
Disney.
Yeah, a full fucking scale fucking clone trooper Lego thing, like you mentioned. It's like, yes, I don't need it, but I really want it.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Somebody actually stood there and built that thing, and it's like, how many hours did that take?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going to wrap it up. This is Beer with Bear with Damn You. Thank you all for coming on.
Thanks.
Thank you again for having me and having us.
And Merry Christmas, folks.
Merry
Happy New Year.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Take care.